In January 2013, 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson went to school like any other day at Lowndes High School in Valdosta. But later that day, he disappeared. Students and teachers began searching the school. Then something shocking was discovered inside the school gym. Kendrick's body was found inside a rolled-up gym mat. He was upside down. His shoes were found on the floor nearby. Authorities quickly ruled the death an accident. They claimed Kendrick had fallen into the mat while trying to grab his shoes. But his family didn't believe that explanation. And soon, the case would become one of the most controversial mysteries in America. In the next episode, the details that made the family question everything. After the death of Kendrick Johnson, investigators in Valdosta began examining the scene inside the gym at Lowndes High School. Their conclusion surprised many people. Authorities said Kendrick had accidentally fallen headfirst into a rolled gym mat while trying to retrieve his shoes. According to the report, he became trapped and could not pull himself out. The case was officially ruled an accidental death. But when Kendrick's family saw the details of the investigation, they had serious doubts. They questioned how a healthy teenager could become stuck like that. Soon, independent experts and new examinations would raise even more questions. And the controversy around the case was just beginning. In the next episode, the shocking findings that fueled the family's suspicions. Not convinced by the official report, the family of Kendrick Johnson decided to seek their own answers. They ordered a second autopsy by an independent forensic expert. The results raised serious questions. According to the new examination, the cause of death might have been blunt force trauma to the neck. This contradicted the original conclusion made by investigators in Valdosta. The family believed this was evidence that Kendrick's death was not an accident. Soon, the case began attracting national attention. Protests, media coverage, and public debates started growing across the country. But authorities still stood by their original conclusion. And the mystery surrounding Kendrick's death only grew deeper. In the next episode, the surveillance footage that raised even more questions. As the investigation continued, authorities reviewed security cameras from Lowndes High School in Valdosta. The footage showed Kendrick Johnson entering the gym area. But the cameras did not clearly capture what happened next. Some parts of the recording appeared missing or unclear, which raised more questions among the public. Kendrick's family believed the footage might have been incomplete. They argued that the investigation had overlooked important details. As the controversy grew, the case began spreading across news channels and social media. For many people, one question remained: what really happened inside the gym? In the next episode, the suspects that some people believed could be involved. As the controversy grew, the family of Kendrick Johnson began to suspect that his death might not have been an accident. They pointed to possible conflicts between Kendrick and other students at Lowndes High School in Valdosta. Some rumors suggested that a fight may have happened before his body was discovered. The family even mentioned the possibility that other people could have been involved. However, investigators reviewed the claims and said they found no evidence linking other students to Kendrick's death. Authorities maintained their conclusion, an accidental tragedy. But the disagreement between officials and the family continued to grow. And soon, the case would reach a national audience, with protests demanding the investigation be reopened. In the next episode, how the case sparked protests across the United States. Years after the death of Kendrick Johnson, the fight for answers continued. Kendrick's family filed lawsuits, hoping to reopen the investigation and uncover new evidence. The legal battle involved local authorities in Valdosta and officials connected to Lowndes High School. However, several courts dismissed the claims, saying there was not enough evidence to prove foul play. Despite these decisions, the Johnson family continued to push for a new investigation. For them, the official explanation still didn't answer the most important question: how did Kendrick Johnson really die? In the next episode, the lasting impact of this mysterious case. More than a decade later, the death of Kendrick Johnson remains one of the most debated cases in the United States. Authorities in Valdosta still maintain their conclusion: an accidental death inside the gym at Lowndes High School. But Kendrick's family and many supporters continue to believe the full truth has not been uncovered. The case has sparked years of discussion about investigations, transparency, and justice. For some people, the evidence is clear. For others, too many questions remain unanswered. And until those questions are resolved, the story of Kendrick Johnson will continue to live on as one of America's most controversial mysteries. The story of Kendrick Johnson remains one of the most controversial cases in recent American history. What happened inside the gym at Lowndes High School in Valdosta still sparks debate years later. Authorities ruled the death an accident. But Kendrick's family and many supporters believe there are still unanswered questions. Investigations, lawsuits, and public protests have kept the case alive in the national conversation. For some, the case is closed. For others, the truth has yet to be revealed. Because sometimes, the most disturbing mysteries are not the ones we solve. They're the ones that leave us wondering what really happened.